Yeah, well done to Brendan Rodgers, Celtic's biggest ever win in the Champions League. Good evening, chaps. Very good to see you. Very exciting. Champions League on the BBC. And what a performance from Celtic, Joe. Full of energy, full of intensity.
Incredible performance. And let me tell you, that place is special on Champions League nights. But for Celtic to start how they did, for that performance, for that energy, that passion from the crowd, from the players, from Brendan Rodgers, it was an incredible game to watch. And look, they would have earmarked this game. They'd have seen, Slovan Bratislava and seen this as a great opportunity, but Celtic haven't necessarily taken those opportunities in recent times. Even when I've been there, from the moment the game started, on the front foot, Nicholas Kuhn, energy, pressure's on. Slovan Bratislava must have thought, what has hit us? Constantly trying, probing, lose the ball here, blindside press from Daizan Maeda, chances created, Rio Atati, Kyogo, big chance in the first half again. Here we go, Nicholas Kuhn, 3 players, Engels putting the energy in for the team. Again, Kyogo head down. This is Carter Vickers, the centre-half, 30 yards into the opponent's half. The second half, we talked about it, 1-0. It can hang in the balance. The energy, Brendan just touched on it there, the greed of the players, but Maeda setting the tone. Look at this. Have they got a chance on the counter-attack? No. Engels, big tackle. Maeda never giving up. He just set the tone. Hatate turning it over, really, really good on the ball. This is the 89th minute. Celtic are 5-1 up. What an example. Look, I know people get carried away with the modern game, but that was a big moment and a big feeling, and the energy. I love the fact that they played so well. I'm absolutely buzzing for them.
Also, Joe, they played with so much confidence and they look very relaxed as well. And Brendan Rodgers has talked about how confident he is in this squad of players going into the Champions League. Yeah,
and that's something that really kind of resonated with me when I heard him say that, because Brendan came in, there was a few murmurs. It was his second tenure at the club. Ange Postecoglou had really laid his stamp. We've seen now down in England and Tottenham what a feeling he has with the fans, and that wasn't lost on the Celtic faithful. We played some incredible football under him, and Brendan came in and it was a tough role to take over. And do you know what I love about him? He just took his time. He kind of understood that we'd been well drilled under the Ange Postecoglou regime. We had ways of playing. People had certain triggers, which you couldn't just erase. You can't just erase them. So he slowly worked his way. And I personally wasn't quite sure, is he going to put his stamp on this? And then 3 months to go, Brendan stepped up, let everyone know what it meant for Celtic to be a Celtic player. And all of a sudden we started, there's just the little tweaks and the minor changes of what he already commented and complimented what a great job Ange had done, just put his spin on it. And we really felt it as players. And then I think pre-season going so well, and then next thing season starts incredibly well, favourable draw in the Champions League, and a night like this, it's just going to get better.
Yeah, and when you look at it statistically, they've got a very good chance of progressing, haven't they, Stephen?
Yeah, they have. Like they say, you look at the home games that they've got, probably a couple of more victories and a draw will probably see them through, but they'll fancy the chances. There's tough games, but they'll earmark all the home games and think if we can get through the home games, get the points on the board, and that stands them a great chance of going through.
Yeah, also, let's take a look at the points needed to qualify as well. Right. Our good friends at Opta have done the stats as well, and look at that. They've got a real good chance, Jules.
Yeah, 3 wins. The 3 of the 4 games at home, for example. So today, Young Boys, for example, Leipzig, something like that. Dinamo Zagreb away, 3 wins, 70% to go through, at least to the last 32, the round of last 32. For the last 16 straight away, it's a bit more difficult, but 15 points could get you there. So 4 home games and then maybe a draw there, and they could be there.
OK, good stuff. A reminder, highlights of every game are available on the iPlayer. Still 5 more to bring you from tonight, along with 6 from yesterday.